Let's continue our conversation about people pleasing and how it was formed, how did it grow, how has it been maintained all of these years. We receive all of these messages from our parents, from our teachers, from our aunts, our uncles, our friends, society at large. And we receive messages regarding the behaviors that we also exhibit as well. And we receive positive feedback or negative feedback. Without getting to like technical or therapist-y, we learn how to behave based on the feedback that we receive. And so that can be positive feedback, it could be negative. It's all relevant. With everything we do, we learn more. And the more something continues to give us the same or similar outcome, we begin to learn to make connections and realize that this behavior will most likely result in this particular outcome. If you feel like you are a nice girl or a people pleaser, and are now seeking support from a self-esteem coach or therapist, some of these may actually look familiar to you. When you got good grades or achieved something, whether that was winning a sports game, you were highly praised, right? Now, this in itself is not bad. It's completely healthy for a parent or a teacher to praise and acknowledge a child's good work. The issue becomes when we start to rely too heavily on that praise and make it become a large part of our identity. For example, if a mom or dad doesn't think I did good on, did a good job, then I'm bad. Or if I'm a good person because I made my parents or teachers happy. Or if the praise wasn't about you or your characteristics at all, and they were about making someone else happy. And so it becomes less about me and my characteristics and then more about making someone else happy. And so, as a self esteem therapist and coach, this is the number one thing that my clients have experienced over and over in their life. When you have tried to speak up to, you're given negative feedback. This is another thing that comes up a lot. So, let's say you didn't like something as a child or a teen and you expressed it. What was the response of others? Was it genuine concern and wanting to hear you out, or were you told that you should be seen and not heard, or that you were being disrespectful? So over time, you may have made the connection that it's best to keep quiet, keep my thoughts and my opinions and my needs to myself, which may be why as an adult, it is uncomfortable to speak up because you didn't learn this skill, and two, because it didn't feel safe for you to express your thoughts and opinions. Another thing is that you weren't given an opportunity to do hard things. So if other people constantly rushed in and take over to do something for you instead of allowing you to figure it out on your own, this leads you to believe that you're helpless in some ways or that you're not able to manage these things on your own. Our confidence is built from adversity, doing the things we think we couldn't do, overcoming challenges. And if you aren't giving an opportunity to rely on yourself and build that confidence, you may always look for someone else to take care of you, fix it, instead of trusting and looking out for yourself. So when you showed up as yourself, people directly or indirectly told you that it was wrong in some way. And so this may be subtle, it may be very covert, or saying like, why are you so quiet? Or maybe you'll grow out of this shyness, implying that there's something wrong with you. So people may have urge you to be more like the norm or do things that would make you fit in or be more likable. Over time, this leads to an internalized, there's something wrong with me, and not feeling this sense of acceptance. The simple act of being in authentic relationships and being authentic leads to us feeling this sense of self-acceptance and being in this sense of belonging. And so if you behaved in ways that allowed you to conform and the ways that you know that people liked, you began to then seek the approval of others and to receive that positive feedback, and ultimately this false sense of belonging, leading to this idea of I have to behave in the way other people want me to, or I won't be liked or accepted. And so these are just some of the most common past experiences that contribute to us becoming people pleasers as adults. And so, but the thing is this though, just because this is a pattern from your past doesn't mean that it has to be your future or your destiny. And so read some more of my content on people pleasing so you can learn how to break free from this nasty habit.